Hey everyone, how is it going? My name is Noor Siddiq and welcome to my channel Code Lovers. Today we are going to learn an amazing tool that big companies used and development becomes faster because we are going to learn React building websites and apps, especially single page application to make faster and easy to manage. Let's talk about React. React is a library developed by Facebook. As you know, Facebook is a pretty big app and a lot of things solve their problems. They created React in a convenient way. React.js helps you learn the best practices and follow the modern JavaScript trends. And React not only used for browsers, it can be used for mobile devices to build native apps, and you can build desktop apps with React. React can be used on client and server side as well as with other frameworks. React library is composable system which provides components that can be selected and assembled in various combinations to satisfy user requirements. Lots of people use React as the view in model view controller architecture pattern. As I mentioned, pretty big companies use React like Facebook, Netflix, Instagram. In Facebook, we can share our status, we can like, we love a post, we can comment, we can share. So Facebook used React in a very convenient way. Also, we render movies on Netflix, we watch TV shows, and Netflix also used React.js in a very convenient way. There are a couple of prerequisites before working with React. We need to have solid knowledge of JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Please refresh these things if we are not confident enough. Once we are okay with these things, come back and play around React. Essentially, we need to understand a couple of React features that worked underneath the React. The first thing is components. React is all about components. You need to think of everything as a component. Let's say I will search something. The search button is a component. After the search, I will get search results, and the search results is another component. Some of the small components combine in a large component in React, and that's the beauty of React.js. As you can see here, an example of React component. We have class. Class extends React component, and that's how we build React component. Also there are constructor, props, state, and below this a render thing which return the HTML like elements. This render is must for a React component. You might be seeing some new things like constructor, props, state. These are just language syntax. Do not worry about these things now. I promise everything will make sense as we proceed on. The next thing is JSX. In the render, you might be surprised that what the heck is this? Is it HTML? Is it JavaScript? It looks like a hybrid thing. It is nothing but JSX, JavaScript syntax extension. These JSX elements look exactly like HTML. The only noticeable difference is that you would find this type of things in a JavaScript file. You won't notice these things in any HTML file. Another very fascinating part is React. React implements one-way data flow top to bottom, which makes it easy to reason about React. As you can see in the tree, a parent has some children and the children have other children. Let's talk about this children component. When this component gets changed, only its children know the changes. Parent doesn't need to get notification about the changes because in React the data flow is downward. As I mentioned earlier, small components incorporated within big components. For example, these two components combined in a upper component. Let's say these two components combined in a upper component, and all of these small children components combined in a big upper component, and that's how React works. The other important thing is React DOM. As you know, the DOM is document object model. DOM manipulation is heart of the modern interactive web. As a developer, our job is to reduce DOM manipulation. Unfortunately, DOM manipulation is a lot slower than most JavaScript operations in reality. This slowness is made worse by the fact that most JavaScript frameworks update the DOM much more than they have to. But React uses virtual DOM, which is a copy of JavaScript object. It not only updates DOM elements that have changed. Manipulating the virtual DOM is much more faster than only DOM manipulation because nothing gets drawn on screen. Just think of manipulating the virtual DOM as editing a blueprint as opposed to moving rooms in an actual house. Which means we are rendering here two things. If you render the exact same thing twice in a row, the second render will do nothing. The first render will do action. Isn't it significant? Only updating the necessary DOM elements is the beauty of React, what makes React so successful. Oh gosh, I spoke too much. Need to take a deep breath. Do not worry, we will learn more and more these things in the next videos and everything will make sense in the end. That's pretty much it for today. Do not forget to subscribe my channel. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.